So you can see here the Betmar Eco Hostel, Canarias, Canary Islands. Here is the dorm room. 4 beds, and as you can see, the bottom ones at least have this cool curtain, and they all have their own 2 electrical sockets, a fan, and a light. Pretty nice. I'm seeing this more frequently at hostels lately. Private light and the electrical sockets, etc., which is of course really essential these days for your phone and your laptop and everything. But also these curtains are becoming more common, so that is great. Gives you a little bit of privacy there. All right, so the hostel here is 18 euros, which is about $20. It includes a breakfast, but it is not much of a breakfast. It is just toast, butter, and jam, tea, and coffee. And so instead, I have been having my own breakfast. I bought a box of muesli and a carton of milk that I put in their refrigerator, and then got some little muffins and stuff like that. And so in this video, then I'm going to give you a good taste of how much things cost on the Canary Islands. It's going to be an interesting and travel-filled day today, because I am traveling from Gran Canaria, where I am now in the city of Las Palmas de Gran Canaria, to Tenerife, which is another of the Canary Islands, and the most popular one, really, although Gran Canaria is actually the most populous in terms of number of people. But I have a hostel booked on the island of Tenerife, in the town of Santa Cruz de Tenerife, for this evening. And so I will be getting there by ferry. That ferry leaves at around 4:30 this afternoon. And so I have all day today to explore the city a little bit and get myself over to where the ferry will be leaving. Also, I don't have my breakfast today because I finished up the box of muesli that I bought yesterday, and so I'm going to head out of the hostel here once I get the mess here packed up and go find some breakfast and give you a taste of Las Palmas de Gran Canaria and show you how much things cost. Here we go. And so here's the outside of the hostel, Betmar Eco Hostel. Cool place. So as you can see, I'm all packed up here. Time to head out and head for the center of the city of Las Palmas here and find some breakfast. I love how there are so many plazas in Spain. Plaza Hurtado de Mendoza right there. And then up here on the left you have Plaza San Francisco, and then another plaza on the right. And so this is the Plaza Carrasco. Again, the Plaza San Francisco across the street there. And then right here is a tiny little plaza. Actually, I guess it is a plazoleta de Manuel Padrón Quevedo. And then here we have the main pedestrian walking shopping street. Pretty happening right now. Lots of restaurants here, so I will find one to sit down and have my breakfast. And so here's the island of Gran Canaria. This is where I am here, Las Palmas. And got an orange juice. And then here I have a Spanish omelet. And some bread and aioli garlic sauce. And so the total bill was 8 euros. Of course, Canary Islands are part of Spain, and so they use the euros. 8 euros is about $8.50, $9 or so. And then I left a 50-euro-cent tip. I'm not really sure exactly what would be normal, but I know that tipping is not really expected in Spain. A little bit extra is appreciated. So here's the menu with the prices of some other things. Bocadillos sandwiches, just €2.70, 3 euros for a ham sandwich. A croissant sandwich for 3 euros. Here, menu of the day for 8 euros. 3 primeras, 3 segundos, I'm not exactly sure what that is. Pastry is dessert, and coffee or drink. And juices for 250 to 470 euro. Cajero Automatico. This is a Cajero Automatico, a ATM machine. That is where I always get my cash. I just put my bank card into one of those and get the local currency wherever I'm traveling. One awesome thing about Europe is that they don't charge you at the ATM machine an extra fee. Now my bank back home charges me a few dollars, maybe $5, but oftentimes in foreign countries the ATM machine, this bank itself, will also charge you, and so you get double charged, but not the case in Europe so far. Alright, now I'm going to head in the general direction of the bus to take up to where the ferry leaves. It's also a nice area with a beach and lots of interesting things to see, so I can hang out there for a few hours. Tourist information office inside here. And so I stopped by there yesterday, just trying to find out where the ferry was departing from, how much it cost, how to buy the ticket, and she directed me to a tourist office just up here where I got the ticket. So it was 35 euros, and that's about $38, and that is for a 2.5-hour ferry ride from here to Tenerife. That is €1.40. This is the main bus station in Las Palmas de Gran Canaria. The bus that I'm catching is the number 12 bus. I've caught it before, and so I know that it is €1.40. It varies depending on how far you are going on the island. The bus service on this island is amazing. They go all over the place, and they're relatively cheap. And here's my bus, the number 12, Puerto, as in the port, as in the ferry. Hola. 1.40?
Uno, sí.
1.40?
Sí.
Sí? Ah, bien, gracias.
La casa de me llevó las maletas y todo.
Alright, so I'm now in a different part of Las Palmas, the area called Puerto, because of the, port over there. But I have several hours before my ferry, so I'm going to go over to the nice beach, which I've already shown the whole area in another video, but give a little taste of it. Go find a spot there to kick back and do a little work on the computer. But I also wanted to mention here that the first 2 nights that I stayed in Las Palmas, right when I arrived, then I had a private room that I booked online. It was $50 for the first night and $60 for the second night. It was a pretty nice, like, apartment kind of a thing with a kitchen and private bathroom. And so it was $50 the first night and then $60 the second night. But I booked the first night online, and then the second night I booked there at the reception desk. So just check the various online websites to find deals on accommodation. The websites that I tend to use are hostelworld.com, booking.com, agoda.com, Expedia, Trivago. There's lots of them. So scour the websites and you'll find some good deals. Check this out. The Beatles, Carnaval de Las Palmas 2017. Oh yeah. That looks like Jimi Hendrix. Looks like fun. Too bad I'll be missing that one. And so here's where I stayed the first 2 nights that I was here on Las Palmas. A awesome location right near the beach, you'll see in just a second. And here we go. Quite a scene here. Ultimate tourist central, beach mania. got a large beer here for €2.80. That's about $3. Going to hang out here for a bit, work on the computer, and then head over to the ferry. And so here's the ferry going to Santa Cruz de Tenerife. A tip, get to the ferry docks early because it is a total cluster F of different docks, and I was basically on the verge of missing my boat because I was walking in the completely wrong direction, walking all over the place trying to find where the boat was, and fortunately I flagged down a guy who knew the location based on my ticket and got me here just in time, basically.
Hola.
Hola, buenas tardes.
Tenerife.
Sí.
Passport, please.
Oh man, I am glad to be on the ship. They even got a pool, that's funny. I was way the hell over there somewhere, walking in that direction, based on what the lady had told me at the ticketing office yesterday about where it was in the dock area, so lucked out. And so that is the boat that I just got off. Now on the island of Tenerife, and I gotta find my hostel. I got my phone in my pocket, so just going to walk into kind of the center of town here, figure out where I am, and get to the hostel, show you what it looks like. Made it to El Hostel, however you pronounce that. Santa Cruz de Tenerife. This is my room here. Somebody else in there, so I didn't want to bother them. But it is a pretty cool place. Nice attention to detail and decorations and things. Here's the bathroom. Check it out. And there's a really cool terrace lounging area, kitchen. And check this out. Pretty cool. It is outside, actually. Some pictures, I guess, of Tenerife Island, I'm sure. Very cool. So the hostel here is 25 euros per night, including a breakfast. Hopefully it's a more substantial breakfast than just toast and jam. We'll see in the morning. So that's a little bit expensive. The other hostel that I stayed at last night was just 18 euros. So I'm here for 2 nights, and then I will maybe go somewhere else on the island of Tenerife. I found some other hostels that are cheaper, that are like more kind of out there on the island, away from the city and stuff, that sound kind of cool. But anyways, I hope this video gave you a good idea of how much things cost on the amazing Canary Islands. Thanks a lot for watching. See ya.